How do you keep your heart healthy and strong? It is February, American Heart Month. So for those of you in the U.S., happy American Heart Month. For those of you not in the U.S., well, we're going to focus on heart health this month. So join us as we talk about how to keep your heart healthy and strong. Welcome, I'm Sheri with ViREO Life, author of Go Forward, 28 Days to Eat, Move, and Enjoy Life God's Way. As we kick off talking about heart health and the lifestyle around how to have a healthy and strong heart, let's talk about first, what exactly are the risk factors for heart disease and what causes, and I'm going to use a big term here, atherosclerosis or hardening of the arteries, which is a big deal in heart disease. What causes hardening of the arteries? Sedentary lifestyle, no surprise there. Improper diet, whether that is way too much sugar, wrong kinds of fats, or even too much fat. High cholesterol, and within high cholesterol is what type of cholesterol that somebody has that is high. Another cause with hardening of the arteries is how is your immune system functioning and what is the inflammation like in your body. Two more causes of hardening of the arteries, smoking and hypopituitarism. Most of these you can easily do something about, and I challenge you this month to take some steps to do that. How do you know if you are at risk for heart disease? I'm about to list off some risk factors, and if you have two or more of these and you are not already working with a physician to lower your risk of heart disease, please go seek some help. Here are the risk factors that you want to watch for. Number one, do you have high blood pressure? Number two, are you a smoker? Three is, do you have family history of heart disease before the age of 55, parents or siblings? Four, are you dealing with diabetes? And five, do you have high cholesterol or a high C-reactive protein? If you've got two or more of those and you're not already under care, please go get some help. Now what? If you know that you are at risk for heart disease, or you simply want to prevent ever getting there at risk, what do you do? Well, that's where this channel and all the things that we cover come in, but I'm going to cover specifically today some of the lifestyle changes, habits that are easy to put in place and so rewarding to put in place that is going to help your heart. Also, I'm going to cover in some separate videos more in depth exercise and nutrition and even some heart healthy gardening around those nutrition pieces. But before we go there, let's look at the rest of the lifestyle. I've got two books for you that I really encourage you to look through if this is of interest to you to prevent heart disease. Just saying. So first is Dean Ornish has his Reversing Heart Disease book. The good news is you don't have to go quite this extreme if you're not trying to reverse heart disease, you just prevent it. But it does mean that you can take some of the principles from here and modify them for your lifestyle. And the other is the Blue Zone book. And if you don't want to read the whole book, National Geographic, this is what I have to get this so the light doesn't, Science of Living Longer. There's a lot in here that relates to heart health and the lifestyles around the world that have the lowest incident of heart disease. Basics that are covered in these lifestyles. So good, so good. Support, community. So the first question I want you to ask yourself is, who's your tribe? Who are you hanging out with? Are they supporting you? Are they emotionally there for you? And are you emotionally there for them and connected with them? Whether that's in your church, in your community centers, in a synagogue, who are you connected with? With that, of course, is family. Making sure that those family ties are as healthy and strong as possible. Many of us live in dysfunctional families, so getting help with that where you can. drawing boundaries where you need to, but making sure that somewhere in family and somewhere in friends, you have that community support, that tribe that is going to be there for you. Are you able to communicate with them? You need someone that you can be vulnerable with, that you can share your heart and know that they are not going to backbite or share your dark secrets, and you want to be able to be that for them. If you don't have at least 3 people in your life that fit that category, number 1, 2020, find those people. They may end up being a walking partner. They may end up being someone in your family that you cook with, or they may be a friend across the world that you talk to on a regular basis, but you need those friends. A second very important piece in both of these books and all of the literature on heart health is finding ways to relax, to decompress, to get in touch with your feelings. I know that's a little touchy-feely for some of us, but getting in touch with your feelings, processing those emotions, being able to have your head and your heart connect. I love this quote from Woody Allen. It's so funny. It's very hard to get your heart and head together in life. In my case, they're not even friendly. That was in his Crimes and Misdemeanors. Finding ways that you have that emotional outlet to decompress, to de-stress. So here are just some simple ideas for you. If you're not already incorporating these, do. Number 1 is find a quiet stream, a quiet lake, a quiet ocean to enjoy the water. While you're there, you can do some meditation. You can do a meditative walk. You can sit on a blanket and do some meditation. The creek that I showed you, I enjoy taking a blanket and having some of my quiet, peaceful time there, doing some stretches or just sitting and meditating. In addition to a walking meditation, another simple meditation you can do is some deep breathing. And there are so many great meditation apps on phones now that you can use. But if you don't want to use an app, you can just do this simple meditation anytime. Put your hand on your belly, close your eyes, unless you're listening to this while you're driving, then don't close your eyes. And take in a deep breath for a count of 5 through your nose. And then out through your mouth for a count of 5. And begin to notice anywhere you have tension in your body, letting that release. Taking 3 or 4 breaths like that really can help calm and center you. And that will help that fight or flight and stress response that increases inflammation in your body, actually. So having stressors in your body is not a risk factor for heart disease. Unmanaged stress, however, is. So you want to make sure that you're dealing with that. For me, one of the ways that I stay tuned in with managing my stress is noticing what my body feels like when I'm not stressed and how my mind functions when I'm not stressed. Then, when I notice a shift, I think, all right, it's time for me to do something. Let me give you an example. Several years ago, I did an extended solo retreat at a place called Penuel Ridge, and I will put the link to them below. I'm not affiliated with them, but if you happen to live in the southern U.S., it's a great place to go do a retreat, small groups or a solo retreat like I did. And I did not notice this was happening, but as I was there for several days, everything decompressed. And when I left there, I was so peaceful and restful. Every part of my body was just calm. And I also noticed I was much more aware of my surroundings, especially nature, and my thoughts were quiet. Because often my thoughts, if I'm stressed, they can go ping pong. But when my thoughts are more like an ocean, then I know that I am at peace and I'm functioning at my highest level, and my risk of heart disease in that moment is being lowered. So for you, what I encourage you to do is pay attention to what does your mind feel like and function like, and what does your body feel like when you are completely relaxed and at peace. Think about the last time that you were on a quiet vacation, maybe not the vacation where you've got a car full of kids and it's, busy and stressful, but sometimes when it's quiet, how does that feel? And then periodically do a check-in. And if you're not at that place, if you're way too far from that place, it's time to step back and take some time and take care of your heart health. It's like, hey, y'all, I'm going to take a nap now, or I'm going to go watch this movie, or I'm going to do whatever because I got to take care of my heart health. Our next videos are going to be talking about exercise and nutrition and gardening for heart health. So be sure that you have subscribed so that you can get all that information and hit the little bell so that you can know when I have uploaded those videos. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Comment, questions, let me know. Let's get some dialogue on how you can keep your heart healthy. Until next time, find your path and fulfill your potential.